Today is day one of my challenge to put down devices an hour before bedtime.
For this month's challenge, I'm going to challenge Eric to turning off all electronics an hour prior to going to bed. This means no TV, no internet, no phone.
Ben challenged me to step up my game to actually help with my health, my mindset, and really help prepare me for the next day. But I'm taking it to the next level. What I want to do is wake up before 5 a.m. every single day of this month. To help me with this project, I have picked up this journal from Bear and Fig. My buddy James Clear did it, and it's a really great way for me to track what's going on. So I have two sections. One where I want to write down when I woke up, when I went to bed, when I put my devices down, and maybe if I took a nap. In the back, what I have are my trackers to see how many days I woke up before 5 o'clock. And I also have whether or not I put my devices down by 7:30 and whether or not I made it to bed by 8:30. I figure if I go to bed at 8:30, wake up at 4:45, I'll have a full 8 hours of sleep. So you may be wondering why I want to wake up at 4:45. Do you know, Eleanor?
To have nice consequences.
Like what?
Like not being late for rowing.
Not being late for rowing. That's a nice consequence. Yes, I love to row in the morning, and waking up at 4:45 allows me to get on the water and row my teammates. Now, I'm only rowing in the morning maybe 2 or 3 times a week, but I wanted to have that consistency of waking up at the same time every day of the week.
Go day.
Every single day. So fingers crossed, it's going to be challenging. I've got a few trips planned this month, which will probably throw a wrench in my gear, but I'm determined to do it. Devices down an hour before bed and waking up before 5 a.m. Let's do it. It is 5:15 in the morning, September 4th, and it's kind of weird being up. I don't really have a plan for being up this early in the morning. On days that I work out, it makes sense. I get ready, I go to the river, and I go row. Whereas now, my wife, my daughter, they're asleep. That's why I'm kind of talking quietly. And I have struggled a little bit with the devices. A lot of times I'll get these ideas like, what's the return on the stock market? That happened the other night. I just wanted to pull up my phone and do some quick calculations. But turning the devices down has actually been a little bit of a challenge. The other challenge is Ben wants me to do it an hour before I go to bed. But once I'm done with devices, I feel like there's almost no more reason to be awake. So I just lay into bed, and sometimes I'm falling asleep at 8 o'clock, 8:15, whereas I've turned my devices off at 7:30. So I don't know if he kind of allows me to get away with that because I'm going to bed early. But I've been getting my 8 hours of sleep, but I still feel tired around 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. I've really just kind of hit a wall. I'm hoping that as we get into this and my body gets more used to waking up so early, that it's going to be a little bit easier. So it's 5 in the morning, and I'm kind of regretting making this challenge about waking up so early. But there's really nothing I could do. Last night I had a dinner party and I was out till 11. Normally I've been going to bed around 8, so I've cut off about 3 hours of my normal sleep. Subsequently, I wish I could have those, but I'm doing a business trip to Dallas this morning, so even if I could sleep in, I couldn't. But it's a full day and I can't take naps today, so it's just going to be like, in the morning when you just don't have a full day of energy, I feel like that's what it's going to be like. We'll see though. I'll give you guys an update at the end of the day. Today is Geez, I don't even know what day it is. Today is September 6th, so I'm 6 days into it, and 28 more to go. All right, see you guys. Okay, it's September 9th, day 9 of my challenge, and I gotta say, well, it's the end of the day, and my brain completely bogs. So if I make any sense here, that's good. I'm just beat right now. It's 7:53. I don't know if we consider the camera a device or not, but I'm not, because I wanted to give you guys an update. And let me tell you, the waking up at 4:45 is tough. I've been getting 8 hours of sleep, so I should wake up feeling pretty refreshed, but what will happen is I'll actually wake up at about 3:30, maybe an hour beforehand, and I'll say, oh, I got an hour to sleep, go back to bed, and be like deep in sleep, and then my alarm goes off. Normally before this, I've been waking up on my own without the help of an alarm, and I just feel like at day 9, my sleep schedule is just totally getting blown apart. So we'll see if the consistency will actually help or not, but I've been super consistent, so it's a little frustrating to sleep 8 hours and just feel like groggy throughout the whole day. All right, peace out. So it's Wednesday, September 11th, and I think I may have found a loophole. I woke up at 4:45 this morning, kind of went through a mini routine, and then at about 5:15, I decided to take my first nap of the day and ended up sleeping until about 7:30. So did I wake up at 4:45? Yes, technically. Was it in the spirit of what we're trying to do? I would say no. So this one's getting a little asterisk for me. Now, Wednesdays are special days for me because they're actually my day off from exercising. Every other day of this week, I've been exercising. So to be able to sleep in and allow my body to recover, to rebuild itself, it feels much needed. I know I'm getting 8 hours of sleep, and that should be enough, but for whatever reason, it feels like my body needs more sleep, that I should be getting 9 hours or 10 hours of sleep, it seems like, to allow my body that time to recover and to heal. What's up, guys? It is 4:07 in the morning, September 24th, and I am about to head out to Boston, Massachusetts to go to a conference. And, you know, today obviously isn't really that hard for me to wake up and get ready for this plane trip because I've been waking up at 4:45. But what I suspect is going to be hard is when I go to the conference, I'm up super late. I don't think I want to be able to wake up at 4:45 after staying up really late because I've been going to bed pretty good. Last time I traveled to South Carolina, I had a couple of failures. So, so far, 24 days in, I've woken up at 4:45 or earlier 21 of those days, and I've had 3 days of failures. So let's see if I might be able to get a couple of wins in Boston or not. Oh, what do you think of my short hair? It's short. Right now, it's about 7:20 on my last day, September 30th, of my challenge of putting the devices down an hour before bedtime. So I've got 10 minutes to make this video and kind of wrap up the challenge for you guys. Surprisingly, waking up at 4:45 really wasn't the most difficult part of this challenge. And also, putting the devices down an hour before bedtime, I feel like was not very difficult for me. I think the most challenging thing for this challenge was having to go to bed at 8:30 at night to be able to wake up at 4:45 and get my 8 hours of sleep. 8 hours of sleep is probably a lot for most people, but for me, it actually felt like I still needed an extra half an hour or an hour of sleep. Now, waking up at 4:45 is great on days that I row really early in the morning, but that's only 2 days out of the week. For the other 5 days, I found myself getting up early and really not feeling excited to do something in the morning because either it wasn't enough time to get work done and get into a flow, or really, I mean, that was the big reason. For me, going to bed has never been an issue. I can put my head down, it hits a pillow, and I'm out. That means devices or no devices, I have no trouble getting my body ready for bed. So I found putting devices down was a nice routine, but it is actually a little more frustrating for me because I was missing out on so many things. I would find myself thinking in my head about random facts and not being allowed to pull up my phone to quickly check the research on that. In addition to that, I wasn't able to stay in touch with my rowing team to find out if there were any changes to the next morning practice. So I would need to check it first thing in the morning before I headed to practice. All in all, I think sleep is an important part of any man's routine. It's going to help you build strength, boost your testosterone, be happier throughout the day, and of course, give you more energy. With all that being said, I find that a variable sleep schedule is better for me than a regimented one. One that gives me flexibility to sleep in when I need to or stay up late when I need to really works with my life-work balance. My time in Boston this past week really showed me how difficult this challenge can be. Out of the 5 days I was there, only 2 of them I was able to wake up at 4:45 or earlier, and none of the days was I able to put the device down an hour before bedtime. For example, the other night I watched my Gamecocks play and the game didn't end until about 10:30 at night, and the only way for me to hit that goal would mean to stay up an extra hour rather than going to bed immediately. So Ben, I hope I didn't disappoint you. I think I hit the goal probably 25 days out of the 30 days, and it gave me a good picture to the importance of sleep. It was a tough challenge. It wasn't easy, and I wish I could have done it all 30 days. But I think I've got a challenge for you, Ben, that I'll be pushing you in the coming months. For the meantime, my next challenge is for Greg Berzinsky. I'm going to challenge you to step up your cardio game. What I'm looking for you to do is do a time trial of cardio. So this could be a bike, this could be a rowing machine, this could be a jog, this could be a treadmill, this could be swimming. Whatever cardio you want, do a time trial in the beginning, focus on your cardio for the month, and at the end of it, I want to see you do another time trial to see if you're able to lower that time and get your heart as good as those fancy muscles you got. Hope you guys enjoyed my first challenge and the experiences I went through. I hope you learned something and you're taking care of your sleep. As always, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Cheers. Keep on growing. Stop. Before you watch the next video, let me tell you, you are worth it. And what do I mean by that? I mean that you deserve to invest in yourself. You deserve to pamper yourself. You deserve to take care of your skin, your hair, your beard, and Beardbrand has your back with products, not just for your hair, your beard, and your skin, but also for your mind.